Hello there, YouTube. Today I'm just making a video following up on my little, whatever you want to call it, for the HADALY that I made earlier. But yeah, so my thoughts overall on this RDA are basically that it's the best dripper out of 2016 that pushed over into 2017, period. The flavor is just awesome. I mean, crazy good, you know. It's not without its faults. I have my complaints, one of which being just the way that the juice well works. I do plan on getting a squonker to use this because there are not many good drippers on the market that come with a bottom feeding pin and aren't ridiculously hard to get or a lot more expensive than they would be without that. But the way the juice well works is, I don't know, it feels like you get a lot less in there than you would think. And I think it's partially just because of the way the design on the inside is, where these air slots come through the terminal, and on the inside when you drip, I think what happens is it goes out towards the outside and kind of just falls over the airflow holes, so it gets a little gurgly sometimes if you over drip. But you know, like Matt from Suck My Mod said, it's something I'm definitely willing to put up with when it's this good of a vape. Yeah, it will get hot if you chain vape it, and depending on, you know, the build you have in it at the time. But you know, nothing extremely major to complain about. The build quality for something from China is exceptional, and I mean that in the true definition of the word. You don't often see products of this high of a quality come from China at that price point. I mean, people have a misconception about China. They're very capable of producing extremely good products. It's just, you know, when you do that, you gotta pay for extremely good production, and it defeats part of the purpose to going to China to manufacture to begin with. But when you do like what Psyclone Mods had done and get it manufactured there at a slightly higher than normal production quality, and then QC it yourself here in the States, that I think is a winning formula for especially a US based company, because you're not sending out anything you know could potentially be faulty. You're only sending out the good stuff, and yeah, it keeps your name intact, and it keeps your reputation unhindered, and that's a very good thing. But yeah, for a US product or a US company and Chinese manufactured product, this, you couldn't really ask for anything more. It's as close as you're going to get to the Narda without getting a Narda. And it might even be more to my liking, just simply for the headroom on the airflow. If you really want it, you know, it opens up pretty well. It's an awesome dripper, and I'm going to be turning into my Squonk Addy here shortly, and I'm sure I'll be doing a review or whatever you want to call it on that, and I'll do a video on this in combination with something else. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Lost Vape Therion Squonker, or the DNA 75 Squonker they make. But yeah, so stay tuned, guys. Thanks for checking things out, and stick with me. I'll have more videos, and yeah, if you're in the market for a Hadley, I definitely recommend it. So, see you guys.